Roy Arora is a councillor and former mayor of the Royal Borough of Kingston-upon-Thames. A Kingston resident since 2001, Roy has served on the council since 2014. But his connection to the borough and the university goes back more than 30 years to his studies at what was then Kingston Polytechnic in the late 1980s, graduating from Kingston in 1987 with a bachelor's degree in electronic systems engineering. After graduation, Roy worked as a project manager for the Ministry of Defence and as a senior management consultant at Deloitte. Since 2003, he has worked as a freelance project management consultant, helping local businesses to develop and thrive. After representing his ward as a councillor for just 1 year, in May 2015, Roy was installed as the youngest ever mayor of the Royal Borough of Kingston-upon-Thames. During his tenure, he attended more than 600 community engagements together with his wife, Mayoress Manisha Arora. Together, they raised more than £75,000 for the Kingston Hospital Dementia Appeal, the highest ever raised by any mayor in Kingston, as well as increasing the awareness of the campaign. The appeal resulted in the opening of Kingston Hospital's first state-of-the-art dementia-friendly ward. On leaving office, he gave a brilliantly received marathon 24-minute leaving speech at full council. Roy has recently qualified to teach the Expert Patients Programme, which supports and empowers local patients with chronic illnesses. He is a member of the board of Global Arts Kingston and the Lower Mole Project Liaison Group. A dedicated and enthusiastic advocate for the borough, Roy continues to work with and for the people of Kingston, serving as councillor for the Coombe Vale ward and as a member and former chair of the Development Control Committee. Alongside all this tireless activity, Roy has continued his close relationship with the university as a true friend and supporter, including giving a keynote address at a graduation ceremony last year. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present Roy Arora to you for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
So, by the authority vested in me as Vice-Chancellor of Kingston University, it is with great pleasure I confer upon you, Roy Arora, the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa, in recognition of your outstanding contribution to the Royal Borough of Kingston. My congratulations. Please.
Thank you. Cheers. Wow. I'm moved. Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty of Science, Engineering and Computing, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and graduates, a very, very good morning to you all. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be invited here today and to given this accolade and to deliver this speech. Thank you for this award and for this opportunity. Kingston University has an exciting and diverse range of cultures, and there are people here this morning from more than 20 different countries. I will therefore now attempt, I repeat, attempt, to greet each of you in your mother tongue. So here goes. Good morning. That's the easy one. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Radha Swami, Kem Cho, Assalamu Alaikum, Vanakkam, Dzień dobry. Saibano, hello. How's it? Annyeonghaseyo, bonjour, buongiorno. Mohoro, ni hao. Grazie, buenos dias, bon dia. Salam, marhaban. Good day, konnichiwa, kamusta, jambo, Machi, Sanu, Yasas, Desiba, Kalimera, Etesien, Sobaker, Ahoy, and Ola. And I apologize if I have indeed missed anybody's mother tongue or pronounced any of the above incorrectly. A very warm welcome, indeed a very warm welcome, to you all at this lovely Rose Theatre. Today is, of course, a very important day. For today, these smartly dressed young men and women in robes will very soon become graduates. The nerves and excitement that you all feel, I feel those too. I am overwhelmed and humbled to receive this honorary award for the work that my wife, Manisha, former mayoress, and I did during our mayoralty year. This award means so much to me for two reasons. Firstly, because Kingston University, as already been mentioned, is my old university. Secondly, on a very even more personal level, it means so much because back in the early 70s, when my father first came to England from India, he already had a BA and an MA degree. He came to England, in fact, to study for a PhD. However, the responsibility of having a wife and 4 young children in a foreign country proved to be tough, and life, as it so often does, took over. Sadly, my father died at a relatively young age, with that dream still very much in his heart. So standing here today fills me with great joy knowing that he would have been happy today. I am also very happy that my mum, JG, is still very much with us and is here today to witness this very special occasion. She's sitting right there. So, graduates, huge congratulations to each and every one of you on what can only be described as a tremendous achievement and a major milestone in your lives. You should all be very proud to have completed such an incredible journey, and you should be also proud of your parents and loved ones who have also been on this journey with you. Graduates, I would therefore like you to please stand up and show your appreciation in the loudest possible way you can, and say a very, very big thank you to your parents and loved ones. Thank you very much. It is indeed my pleasure to congratulate each of you on your tremendous success. You have all made Kingston proud. Your graduation photograph today is probably going to be the most significant photograph that you will pose for in your entire life. Second, perhaps, to your wedding photo. Although, as my dear friend Viv pointed out to me yesterday, weddings come and go. But a degree is forever. So be sure to smile broadly. So let's talk a little bit about Kingston's history. It's our wonderful history. Some of you may already be aware Kingston is one of only four royal boroughs in England and Wales. It is in fact the #1 royal borough in the country and the birthplace of England. We got our royal status because the very first King of England, King Athelstan, was from Kingston and was crowned right here in the marketplace in 925. The coronation stone on which this first king sat on is even today outside the Guildhall. So when someone asks you, where did you graduate from? Tell them loudly and proudly that it was from Kingston, the place where England began. Well, my personal journey and love affair with Kingston, as already been mentioned, began in 1983 when I came to study for my first degree at what was then Kingston Polytechnic. In fact, I was part of your faculty and based at Penryn Road. A year later, I met my wife Manisha, who had lived here in Kingston all her life. I graduated in '87 and started work as project manager at Ministry of Defence, went on to get an MBA and then worked as a management consultant for Deloitte. In 1995, we were hugely blessed with the arrival of our daughter Sonali, and in 2001, we moved here to set up home in Kingston. I set up my own management consultancy business here. Manisha also worked locally as a complementary therapist and volunteered at Kingston Hospital. Sonali went to Coombe Girls, then Tiffin Girls School, before going on to Bath University. Despite coming from a non-political background, I was elected councillor in 2014. I started my political career probably at the same time that most of you started your degree. And just a year later, which was totally unheard of, I was elected mayor of this royal borough. I was, in fact, as already been mentioned, the first Indian mayor, and apparently the youngest too. I share my story with you, graduates, to demonstrate how significant Kingston has been in my life. Kingston gave me my first and only true love, educated me, educated Manisha, educated our daughter Sonali, provided us with a roof over our heads, provided us with both our businesses, indeed our livelihood. Most of our family and friends are from around Kingston. I am hugely, hugely passionate about this town. Kingston is and always will be my home. And so, to be given the opportunity to serve this amazing borough as councillor was indeed wonderful. But to serve the people of Kingston as their mayor was simply unbelievable. In fact, I remember driving home after my mayor-making ceremony and asking my wife, Manisha, I said, did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think that I, little old Roy Arora, would become the mayor of the Royal Borough of Kingston-upon-Thames? To which she replied, and I repeat here, she said, Mr. Mayor, I have many wild dreams, but I'm sorry you are not in any of them. So that told me. So as mayor and mayoress, Manisha and I attended over 630 community engagements. We raised £75,000 for Kingston Hospital Dementia Appeal, the highest money ever raised by any Kingston mayor. We raised, more importantly, we raised awareness of dementia, which is so badly needed. And we opened a brand new state-of-the-art dementia-friendly ward within Kingston Hospital, the only one of its kind in an NHS facility in the UK. And on the back of that success, I'm happy to say, and my friend, great friend Sean Bates, chairman of the hospital, the other day said to me that on the back of that success, there are 3 more similar wards planned to be built in the next couple of years. So before I finish off, I would like to take the opportunity to thank the people who have shaped and helped me on my journey. Firstly, my late father, Papaji, who taught me that honesty, integrity, and respect are qualities that cannot be bought. He said, you must be that person and earn that respect. Excuse me. My mum, JG, who taught me at the age of 14 that there is no profit in fighting. She has always said that you can achieve so much more through diplomacy and through working together with people collaboratively. Thank you also to my brother Rajiv and sisters Neelam and Sonia, as well as all other members of my and Manisha's family for their undying support and love. My daughter and former joint mayoress Sonali, who has been so supportive and an inspiration and a real joy to have beside me. Throughout the mayoralty, whilst everyone was busy calling me Mr. Mayor, she called me Papa. And that, as any father in this room will understand, was something that I needed to hear every single day. So thank you, Sonali. A very special thanks needs to go to my wife, Manisha. Well, how do you thank someone who has unconditionally, well, almost unconditionally, and without any expectation accompanied you to over 630 engagement. Throughout the mayoralty, Manisha's dedication and support has been simply amazing. She is hugely popular and loved by all. I have been told many times that she is by far the best mayoress Kingston has ever had. Manisha was a truly exceptional mayoress. To me, Manisha has been a friend, a philosopher, a guide, a speechwriter, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, a critic, and a judge. The last two she played extremely well, I have to say, and much, much more. And thank you so much, Manisha, and thank you, sweetie. And I would very much like to finally thank Vice-Chancellor, Professor Stephen Spear, Professor Martin Jones, and Abby Carr for nominating me for this honorary award and considering me worthy of this award. And indeed, Dr. David McIntosh and other members of Kingston University staff for making this possible. I am truly, truly humbled and very grateful. And indeed, I would like to thank Kingston Polytechnic for accepting my application all those years ago, because without that acceptance, none of the above would have actually happened. And graduates, I would leave you with these final thoughts. As a result of being a councillor and mayor, I have had the pleasure of meeting and working with the most wonderful people, residents of RBK, amazing council and Kingston University staff, members and students, councillors, MPs, cabinet members, 2 different prime ministers, visited 10 Downing Street and Buckingham Palace, met various heads of industries and heads of states, and above all, also had the privilege of meeting Her Majesty the Queen, not just once, but indeed twice. Now, I don't tell you all this to impress you, but instead to impress upon you that in life, regardless of your background, the opportunities and possibilities really are endless. Passion and hard work are the key ingredients for a successful life. And to achieve anything, you need only to do 2 things. 1, you need to clearly identify what you want to do. And 2, you must be willing to put in the hours to get it done. Graduates, I urge each and every one of you to please never ever stop dreaming. Have faith in people, and above all, have faith in yourselves. You are a shining example and a brilliant product of an amazing university from the most incredible premier royal borough in this country. I wish you all the very best of luck. God bless you all, and God bless Kingston University.